Oh, I should have brushed my hair. Shoot. Oh well. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's review is definitely one of the weirdest TikTok products for makeup that I've come across. This product totally tripped me out when I saw it on TikTok, but curiosity got the best of me. So today we are going to be reviewing the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. This is the anti-red one, and what's weird about it is that it is actually green. So that's really trippy, and supposedly, according to like all the different TikTok videos and stuff, it goes on green, but then when you buff it into the skin, it actually like adjusts to your skin tone, which is totally crazy. It even says here transforms to a universal shade to reduce the look of redness. So we're gonna give this a shot today, see if it really does turn into a matching shade, especially with me being more medium tan skinned. I've mainly been seeing this on people who are like fair to medium. I would say I'm like a touch deeper than medium, so we'll see if it still transforms for someone with as deep a skin tone as me. But before we jump into it, I just want to remind you guys to please like this video and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys would be willing to try this foundation out, and if you're new and you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would subscribe and also hit that notification bell. But let's just go ahead and get into this because I'm very excited to try it. I hope it works for me, but we will see. First off, I'm just gonna pull my hair back, and you guys, as it goes with most freaking TikTok products, this was so hard to get a hold of. It sold out at Target, at Ulta, at most CVS's. I finally was able to get mine at Walgreens. It seems like Walgreens still has this in stock, so if you guys have been trying to find this, try there. And actually, it's even sold out on Amazon as well. I was about to say, or try Amazon, but nope. Sold out on Amazon. So TikTok really did make this thing go viral, and we're gonna see if it's worth all the hype. To start out, I'm just gonna prime really quick. I'm using the Becca Zero No Pigment Foundation Primer. Unfortunately, this is officially discontinued. I think there's still a few left on Amazon, but yeah, with Becca being gone, Ulta, Sephora, everyone finally ran out of this product, and I'm really sad. So I discovered it after Becca closed down, and now I can't get any more, and it's bumming me out. But anyways, we are not here to talk about that. We are gonna try this foundation. As I said, this is supposed to transform to a universal shade, and it's really meant to reduce redness. I don't have too much redness. I have like a little pink-ish around here. For me, I'm really more interested to see it transform into a universal shade. This contains beautifying beads with color pigments and is infused in an ultra lightweight lotion to reduce the look of redness. It has 4 beautifying actions in one: neutralizes redness, as we've already said multiple times, corrects skin color for healthy looking even complexion, hydrates for all day moisture, and perfects complexion. So I guess nothing left except to go ahead and give this a try. It seems very watery in the tube, so whenever a product is thinner like that, I like to give it a little shake. But let's see if this is really green. Oh yeah, that is green, but it's like crazy. I don't think the camera's gonna be able to pick it up because it's such a fine detail, but I can actually see the color pigments in the formula, so that's actually kind of cool. Wow, this is super watery. Just look at that. It's just like running down my hand. But I guess we'll just go ahead. Oh my god, that's so nuts. It's really green. I think the camera is washing out like how green it is. It's super green in person. We're gonna go in with a brush for this. When it comes to BB creams and CC creams, I prefer to do a brush over a sponge just because a sponge really absorbs too much product, and usually BB and CC creams are a little bit thinner, so I want to get the most out of it, so I usually do a brush. But let's buff this in and see if it really transforms. Well, it's not green anymore, so that's kind of cool. Okay, it really does transform into a skin tone shade. It may be a little light for me, so you guys can see this cheek is done, and then this cheek doesn't have anything on it. The shade, I feel like, is just like a touch too light for me. It's not unwearable. I can definitely bronze this up and make it work, but just going straight on it is a little bit light for me. It does give like a good even tone, and coverage wise, I would say that this is definitely more on the natural side, more like medium to light coverage. You can see my skin through it. You can see some of my imperfections. So color wise, it kind of looks like skin, but just just evened out a little bit. Texture wise on the face, I can definitely tell that I'm wearing something. It doesn't necessarily look cakey, but it does look like there's something on my face. It's not that like skin-like look that a lot of other BB and CC creams have. It might be a little bit more natural on someone who's a little bit lighter. I think that it's just really showing through because the color doesn't exactly match me super well, but it doesn't like look bad or anything. I just definitely need to put on makeup with this. I can't just wear this on its own. Redness wise, I mean, I don't have a ton of redness, maybe just a little bit by my nose, so you can see it here and it's disappeared over here. So this is definitely really good for redness, which you would expect if the product is green, because red and green counteract each other, which is why you see, you know, redness skin correcting sticks and stuff in a green color. But I'll go ahead and do the rest of my face. God, my earrings are getting in the way. Yeah, it's just a touch light for me. So if you are any deeper than me, this could be a problem. You're definitely gonna have to bronze it up quite a bit. Okay, so you can see here on the tannest part of my skin, which is always my forehead, I haven't touched this side of my forehead yet, but on this side, it's really like lightened it quite a bit. So the whole face is covered with it. I feel like I look a little bit pale, so we're definitely gonna add some bronzer and stuff off camera when I finish my face. I will say it does look kind of cakey on my forehead. I'm not a big fan of that, and it looks a little bit streaky. It could be my brush because I haven't cleaned it in a while, but still it's like pretty streaky. I'll probably just have to go in with a sponge and just like pat on top of it to get this streakiness out. But it is a cool product. I mean, I do like the way it goes from green to like a skin tone shade. That is really cool. I do think that they should have like a fair and a deeper version, just because I'm definitely on the cusp of not being able to use this. Like I said, with some bronzer it should look fine, but I can definitely tell that I look paler than before. So overall, so far, I'd probably give this like a 6 out of 10. With BB creams and stuff, I want it to like sit into my skin and look like skin. And this definitely looks like I'm wearing something on top of my skin. I wouldn't say I'd never use it again, but I would probably reach for something else over this unless like I'm having a day where I just am having a ton of redness. I think that this would be great to wear underneath a different base to counteract any redness, but we'll see if I like it anymore once I finish up my whole face. So I'm gonna jump off camera really quick and just finish up the rest, and then we'll jump back on here and see how it looks all together. And we're back. We put some color back into my face, finish it off with some bronzer, blush, did my eyes, all of that stuff. So when the face is finished, it actually looks pretty good. Like I had said before, I needed to do some bronzing because the color that it transformed into was just a touch too light for me. But I think once I adjusted that, it definitely works. This one is kind of tricky for me though, because when it comes to something like this, where the finish is more light to medium coverage, I want it to look very, very skin-like, but this looked like a light to medium coverage foundation sitting on top of my skin. So I wasn't really a fan of that. I do like the way it reduces redness, and I think that's so cool that it goes on green first, and you like feel like the Wicked Witch of the West at first, and you think that you're like gonna have a green face like her, but then all of a sudden once you buff it in, it transforms into a skin tone. So I do like that concept. I just feel like they really do need to have one that is a little bit deeper for anyone else who is on the more tan side of the spectrum, because this is just gonna kind of wash us out a bit too much. But overall, once I have the face finish, I feel like I would bump this up to like a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5. I don't really see myself running out to go repurchase this once I'm done with it, but I am more than happy to keep using it and finish out the bottle. I just don't feel like I need this in my makeup collection. It didn't necessarily blow me away. The gimmick of green to skin tone is really cool, but it's one of those, you use it once, you experience it once, and unless it looks absolutely amazing on your skin, it's not really something that you need. But one thing that I do want to touch on that I do like about this is the fact that I have oily skin, and it actually did seem to mattify me a little bit. I'm having no problem with oiliness. Even before I powdered everything down, I still felt like my skin was in a good balance. I would say it was more semi-matte. It doesn't make it like super matte, but just like matte enough that you don't look like a grease ball if you have oily skin, but still kind of natural. But anyways, that is gonna be it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys would want to try out this green BB cream. But for right now, I'm gonna head out of here. We're having dinner with some friends, so I love you guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you very soon again in my next video. Bye.